evening. Welcome to the Hallberg Center for the Arts. Thanks for coming out for some live music on this beautiful March evening. We're going to I'll do a brief introduction of our artists and let them get started. That's what you're here to hear, not me necessarily. So on the far left, stage right, we have Kaatwalk. Courtney Yasmina. And Dan Israel. And, anyway, enjoy the show, and we'll hear more from our artists a little bit later.
All right, thank you. I'm Dan Israel. I've been chosen to start. So I'm going to play a song called "Might As Well Be Me" from a record I put out in 2019, which the name of the album is so long I don't even want to tell you yet what it's so long. But might as well be me. I've been traveling on this worn-out road, trying just to get along. Hardly know who I am sometimes, but let's get it down in song. Been wandering aimlessly so long now, keep wondering who I'm gonna be. And I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it, but it might as well be me. Always something I'm supposed to be doing, giving up, staying ahead. Always a reason for me to be stewing, sick and tired of bleeding, I bled. I'm ready to head out in any direction, promises to keep me free. And I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it, but it might as well be me. Drawing the curtain, being uncertain, I had more than my share of wondering if I'm cool and tough. My head was clouded, somehow doubted things I knew all along, and that I was good enough. I've been looking for someone who can understand what I'm all about. Keeping my options open now, is loneliness worse than doubt. Can't make up my mind, it's way too hard to find a way for opposites to agree. And I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it, but it might as well be me. Lesson keeping, crying and weeping, trying to be thankful, let go of hateful, it's easier said than done. Doing it my way, leaving on Friday, giving a battle I didn't quite lose, but I never quite won. I've been walking these worn-out streets, looking for something I need. Trying to fill in this hole in my soul, the emptiness I can't quite feed. Losing the stress now would be a success now, if only I could plant the seed. And I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it, but it might as well be me. I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it, but it might as well be me. I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it. I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it. I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it. I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it. Yeah, I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it. Yeah, I'm almost out of it, got no doubt of it. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm Courtney Yasmina. I'm trying to wing it and go along with whatever inspires me by the person who played right before me, right? So I think I'm gonna play this song. It's called Hope 2020, and I wrote it during the first early days of when our whole world shut down and everybody was scared and I was scared and I got sick. And so I wrote this, sort of hoping I wasn't gonna die and hoping everybody else was gonna be okay too. And we've all been through a lot, and here we are tonight. If you're here tonight, you made it through so far a difficult few years. The main thing, my friends, is not to let fear overtake you. And the trouble you've seen, let it not overwhelm you. Keep your heart light, keep your chin up. Stay open to the possibilities and don't regret anything you've done. You're as radiant as the sun. All you ever gave was your best, even when your life put you to the test. I know all along you've been blessed. There's no reason to think hope would leave you now when you need it most. You got a big heart and love will see you through. We got enough for the whole world just between us two. So keep your heart light, keep your chin high. Stay open to the possibilities and don't regret anything you've done. You're as radiant as the sun. All you ever gave was your best, even when your life put you to the test. I know all along you've been blessed. You're as radiant as the sun. All you ever gave was your best, even when your life put you to the test. I know all along you've been blessed.
Wow, that was cool. This song is kind of similar vibes. It's about friendship. It's called Stop the Rain. Yeah. Let's write out a story, let's play pretend. We were a different kind of family, I never thought it would end. Now there's 3 spoons on the roof, stuck in chocolate from a jar. I can see the daylit moon and a city full of stars. So many colors of different kinds of pain. And just know if I could, I'd still stop the rain, I'd stop the rain. I'd stop the rain. I'd stop the rain. I'd stop the rain. It's been so many years, we're no longer 17. I hope that life is good, I hope you can finally breathe. And we were all just survivors, we helped each other grow. Best friends for 7 years, and now I'm just your ghost. And even though you left me in a deep kind of pain, just know I'd still fight for you. And if I could, I'd stop the rain. 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 You were the secret girl I drew in 6th grade, and I followed you around. I couldn't let you isolate because you told me your dark secret. I just needed to know that you'd be okay. So I went and I followed you home, and I said, hang in there, friend, we'll get out of here someday. I said I'd always fight for you, and if I could, I'd stop the rain. 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 I'd stop the rain.
Wow. I'm just like, I'm on stage with these incredibly talented women here. What am I doing here?
Oh, come on, Dan, we love you.
Anyway, this is great. It's nice to be up here and nice to be in Wyoming, which I haven't spent much time here, but I always get a little nostalgic or something because I had a courier job in '96. I think I enjoyed it. It was kind of a liberating time. I had just moved back to Minnesota from Texas, and I had a courier job that took me up through Chisago County. And it's kind of like when I got my Minneapolis, St. Paul chops going. I grew up in St. Louis Park, but I went to school in Chicago, moved to Austin, Texas, and so I'd never really been part of the Minnesota music scene at all until I moved back then, right at that time. And I got, this will date me, I got my first cell phone. I got this new thing called a cell phone, and I realized I could, while I was doing pickups and deliveries of medical items, I could make booking phone calls, which we used to do before email became the preeminent way of booking. So I started booking shows while I was delivering up here, and that was great. I was able to kind of get going and book stuff in the Twin Cities. So it just takes me all back, coming back up here. So I didn't say anything at first. Now I'm probably going to talk too much, but I got to tell you one other thing here is that I had the unique experience tonight of having amazing news in my life come in right before I took the stage, which is so much better than getting horrible news right before you take the stage. I can't even tell you, or while you're on stage. Anyway, the news was that my son got into an amazing college today, and we're all very excited. Anyway, I wrote this song when he turned 1, though, it was sort of like, once he turned 1, I could kind of see it through those eyes, like it does go fast, whoa. So it just took a little while to get there. Time flowing, time races by, wheels are turning, I watch you shine. Just last summer you were brand new. Years are coming, will bring changes too. Rain's patter, snow's blanket fall, memories scatter, paint peels from the wall, winding river, clear blue sky, water reflecting your clear blue eye. On and on it goes through the circles of day to day. You look around for the source of the sound, passing by you it fades away. Smiles and tears punctuating the years. It's a fool's game to try and slow. It's just life carrying us on the tide, much too fast as I see you grow. Days, distraction, blur all the lines. You trade in fractions and you miss all the signs. Set your sights and unravel the code. Mornings and nights pass by on the road. On and on it goes through the circles of day to day. Look around for the source of the sound, passing by you it fades away. Smiles and tears punctuated the year. It's a fool's game to try and slow. It's just life carrying us on the tide, much too fast as I see you grow. 12 months that changed me forever, strange path that led me here. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, this painfully beautiful year. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dan. That was wonderful. And it made me think of a little story I have about one of my children are grown-ups, and my youngest child is a son. And this next song, I was working on it about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and I was walking up and down the Minnehaha Creek, which starts out at the big Lake Minnetonka, and it starts at the easternmost point, and then it runs all through the Twin Cities, and then it empties into the great Mississippi River. And during that time, I realized that we used to live near the headwaters, and now I live near where it ends and goes into the river. And I decided this was some sort of important, profound thing, and that I should write a song about it. So I had written this song, and my bratty 26-year-old son who went to a good college listened to the song and said, "I don't know, Mom, it starts out really promising and then it just kind of craps out." And I was like, this is why I don't like you that much. And I'm never playing another song for you. And then I walked up and down the creek, and I realized that he was right, that I had started out promisingly and I had crapped out, probably out of fear. So his challenge to prove to my son that I wasn't just going to write some lame song. I wrote a second half, and now we all like it. And actually, this year, in 2023, this song got an award in the UK for like independent artist recording of, I don't know, some kind of thing. But interestingly, here it is, a little song about the Minnehaha Creek. I've been a coward and a liar. Here I go again, beating myself up, always praying for liftoff, but I'm no high flyer. At best I'm like that creek that rolls right past me from the big lake, through the woods and through the city, takes its exit into that rushing river. Who pays it no mind? Babbles along, cheery and unknowing, takes the scenic route, spends its energy, uses itself up with every twist and turn, and finally gives itself to the whole, disappears completely into that Russian river. Who pays it no mind? Doesn't have time. Oh, but what a joy each day brings, with its twists and turns and waterfalls. Oh, what a joy it brings. Eternally, I am that water, rolling free. I am that water, rolling free. I am that water. I was stuck on my reflection, couldn't make myself into what I wanted to be. There was nothing, no, there was nothing ever good enough about me, not that I could see. So I got caught up in the current and swept along by forces outside of me. A husband or a lover, 3 babies who needed their mother, and me getting tossed about one way or another. No answers, no apologies, no nothing, nothing good enough for me. But that's all in the past now, and I learned some lessons, been put to the task now. Watch that water running past me. I've been to the headwaters, I rode the rapids, crossed the bridges, seen it turn to ice and overflow its banks in the springtime, nearly dry up in summer, ready to die. Oh, but nothing, no, nothing ever changes its mind. Oh, what a joy each day brings, with its twists and turns and waterfalls. Oh, what a joy it brings. Eternally, I am that water, rolling free. 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 I am that water.
That was awesome. I'm glad your son pushed you to do, because what you created was really cool.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
It all fit together well, too. I mean, it doesn't sound like 2 different songs. It sounded like...
No,
wasn't
right.
really,
It was
right?
just the other half, right?
Yeah.
It was just the other half.
Yeah.
The stuff that I said in the other half, though, is stuff I wouldn't have said if I wasn't mad at what my son had said. I wouldn't have pushed myself hard enough. You have to push yourself pretty hard to say stuff like that.
That's beautiful. This is called Chasing Highs. Thank you.
That's great. So, I didn't intend to play songs I wrote about my kids tonight, but now they're on my mind, both of them, a lot. So, I'm going to play one I wrote for my daughter. But before I do, just kind of explain, so I've been playing a long time. Like I said, I was in Chicago and Austin, and then I came back here, and I formed a band. It was Dan Israel and the Cultivators, and we played all over the place and made a lot of records. I made solo albums, and the band changed. And all those years I was working for the legislature, worked for the reviser of statutes for 21 years, which is like the office that does the bills. So nonpartisan, you can't really blame me for any policy stuff, sorry. But it was a lot to juggle, having kids, a full-time job, a sort of almost full-time music career. And I started to have health problems, and it got a little rough for a while there. And as I mentioned, my son, it was difficult at the beginning, and I was pretty much like, I don't think we can have another kid after that. That was too much. Can't go through that again. And then we did. We had my daughter, and she was not like that. Thank God. Which I thank her for every day. And so this summer that she was born, which was 2008, they gave me a little more leave from work that year, and the paternity leave thing went up a bit, and so I had some time, and I remember it was around then when I was home with her when she just was born that I wrote this. So she was bringing peace back into my life, and like things were getting better at that point. So. Sometimes I don't see my chances growing. The night gets so dark I can't see through. You are the reason I keep going. I'd never make it through without you. You came along when I was fading, lifted me up and made me strong, parted the storm clouds that were shading, gave me a reason to keep on. You know I'm falling down without you round. The world seems so big and so cold. A smile on my face, this lonely place, without you in my arms to hold. My marker signs can sneak right by you. Don't let the good life slip away. Keep the ones you care about beside you. Tell them that you love them every day. You know I've been down there in boats of despair, hanging on for life on rocky sea. But you, my child, you made me smile. You delivered me from a world of misery. I ain't looking back, there ain't no reason. The love I had for you was made to last. We will be together through the season. And all that broke my heart now in the past. All that broke my heart now in the past. Thank you. Thanks. Fair.
Okay, so I'm going to pitch my merch table here by telling you that everything I brought tonight to sell it means the world to me. I'm an independent artist, and you buying any of those things is literally keeping me going to the grocery store, keeping me alive, and I really appreciate it a lot. In return, I can promise you that those things that I brought are wonderful and are worth your money. I'm going to prove that to you by playing this next song. This song chronicles my mythic backstory. When I got here tonight, a couple people asked me right away, am I going to play this song? So I have always the feeling that this song has to be played if I'm somewhere and I have my guitar. It's called Gone Away, and in parentheses it's called Married to Bob. But my fans and I just call it Married to Bob. And it tells about when I was 17, my family had treated me very badly, and I left. And I grew up in Chicago. I left in the middle of the night, and I went to northern Minnesota where my grandfather had died, and there was an old, it's just like a summer cabin that had been built in 1910. I was there, it was 1978, it was 40 below zero, the pipes froze. And on the strength of that wonderful story, I learned about the music of Bob Dylan. I took songwriting more seriously. I took my life more seriously after I did that. I never went back. I never saw my father again. I've said enough. If you want to know more, I have written the first novel, and the publisher is a female publisher out of Chicago, and she just sent me an email today saying that the book is their best-selling book right now, and it's a bestseller on, it's earned a little ribbon on Amazon that says bestseller, and it just tells about that one winter. It's a great story also for teenage kids, but if you give that to them, they might run away. look back. I switched my rail to another track. I left my family far behind, and none of them got out alive. The songs were my companions when the loneliness set in. Tell me lies, tell me lies. I don't care who they were written for, those lines should all be mine. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Your words all glowed like burning coal, and I was on my knees, you know. My heart aches for you still, you know. When I was only 8 years old, my grandfather, God bless his soul, said, little girl, take a tip from me. Wear your heart upon your sleeve. When your love goes, let him leave. You can't hold on to what's not yours to keep. Gone away, my home, my family, and my faith. Gone away, nothing venture, nothing gain. Burn it all in the fire we made. Only goodness will remain. I was married to Bob Dylan back in 1970. Woo.
So I was thinking about which one to do next. This one is called Hungered Souls. I wrote it about my Uber driver, Michael. I had a 3-hour Uber because I missed my train. I was supposed to go from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale, and yeah, I'm always running late, if you know me. And yeah, I missed my train, and so just by chance, I got this really awesome Uber driver, and he told me his whole life story, and I loved it. He had a really cool life working in AA, and all the people that he's helped and supported. So this is kind of inspired by his story. Can you hear the guitar? Okay. I want to know your story. Unlike your soul, tell me your darkest
right. This is great. This is a great night. It's great to be here. I want to thank Breeze, Caleb, for everyone who member and volunteers, and this is great. I really like this place. So. And I like the sign out front. I waited to get, like our names. I'll tag you guys later. It cycles through, there's like art show, appropriately cycling, but I was getting a little cold because I knew that our names were going to cycle through, but I didn't know when. Courtney mentioned in her song she mentioned my mom's hometown of Virginia, Minnesota. My mom is from the Iron Range. That's why I asked what lake, because I was like, oh, it's like Vermilion, It's where everybody would go up there. And my grandpa was from Ely. Anyway, the Iron Range was a big melting pot, and so there were Finns, and I don't know, it was just a kind of an amazing mix of people up there, and I think that part of what happened was that maybe there were so many ethnicities it kind of didn't matter which one, to some extent it didn't matter. Everybody was from somewhere else. Just going to sum up so I can lead up to this song is that I quit my day job a few years ago. I did get divorced, which was, difficult, obviously. My kids have done amazingly well since then, and everybody seems to be okay. And all my adult life, I've sort of, gone back and forth with depression and anxiety and those kinds of things. And so this first song on my new album, which is called Seriously, the song is called Happy for Now.
Yes, I could beat myself up today. Think of the reasons that I don't make the grade. Yes, I could find some kind of faith in everything that I do. I know so well just how to bring myself down. I know the thoughts that change a smile to frown. I tend to take the long way around instead of just through. I'm gonna try to be happy for now, even if I really don't know how. I'm gonna try to let the weight of it all not break me in two. I am no stranger to the sad side of things. It don't take much to take the brightness from my strings. Most of the time I don't know if I should fight or if I should flee. I know you're telling me the glass is half full, but I don't know if I should push or should pull. I keep forgetting what I did to become what I want to be. I'm gonna try to be happy for now, even if I really never knew how. I can't keep carrying the weight of the sun. I wanted you to know you're the one. I'm gonna try to be happy for now, even if I really don't know how. I'm gonna try to let the weight of it all not break me in two. Gotta throw this sad story overboard. Gotta teach the blues how to be ignored. Gotta reach for better things, not just look with dread on what tomorrow brings you.
Thank you. That's on the new album. First song.
This next song I'm going to play, I consider it to be sort of an obscure little piece at the end of my most recent release that's called Red Roses and Cowgirl Dreams. This song is at the very end of the album. And 2 weeks ago, I was participating in a thing at the Women's Club of Minneapolis that was female songwriters, and it was hosted by this wonderful woman, Sue Scott, who used to be on Prairie Home Companion. And she decided that she was going to ask me which songs she would like me to play for the program, and so she asked me to play this next song, which I would never have chosen if I only had 3 songs to pick for an audience of 450 people. But you know what? Maybe she was right. So here I am tonight with not that much time either. And I'm going to go with the gut instinct on this, that this is maybe there's more to this song than it seems. So the song is called Whitney Rose, Don't Give Up. And the album's called Red Roses and Cowgirl Dreams. So it was sort of handy that her last name was Rose, Whitney Rose. So that's part of it. The other part of it is that this is a real singer-songwriter who is like half my age, and I've seen her play. I really like her a lot. And during the pandemic, I was following her on social media, and I could see all the hard times that she was having with her music, and I sympathized, empathized, and somehow, in the midst of it all, I wrote this little song for her. Then I put it at the end of my newest album. Then she and her band were out on tour, and they had finally gone out on tour in 2022, and they all got sick with COVID, and they were all stuck in one hotel room, and they couldn't finish the tour. Whitney Rose, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry if I'm not getting the facts right. All I can say is this is the way I understood it. And so I sent her the recording of the song because I knew that they were just sitting around. And they listened to it, and she wrote back and said, "Oh, we all cried. Thank you so much." And then I got another message, another night, from a man saying, "There's not a dry eye in Nova Scotia tonight." And I was like, who the heck is this guy? And it turns out it's Whitney Rose's dad. And he has a bar. I might not be right about this either, but there's a bar in Prince Edward Island, and they were playing my album, and they were playing the song for their little girl. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Don't start up a vintage shop on a side street down in Austin. Sell your boots of Spanish leather. Sell your dresses off the rack. Don't let the dust settle in your pretty tresses. Don't tell your fans the music's never coming back. Whitney Rose, don't give up. I saw you cry on stage the other night for that honky-tonk bar where you got your start. Being bulldozed to the ground the very next day. All the old-time bars are going away, and we stand by with our guitars while our hearts break. Now I'm counting on you for inspiration. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Don't take the capos and the picks out of your pockets. Don't sell off your guitars and your fringe jackets. Don't head back up to Prince Edward Island, even though I'm sure they all love you there. We need a girl like you down in Austin. Pin a red rose in your hair. Whitney Rose, don't give up. I remember being on tour a few years ago. Every place I played had a poster of you. said that you were something special. And when I heard you play, every word they said was true. Now I'm counting on you for inspiration. Whitney Rose, don't give up. We need the poets and the dreamers more than ever. And I know it's been a long stretch of nasty weather, but I'm counting on you to keep the faith. That old time country rock and roll is never going away. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. I'm just talking to myself, Whitney Rose. You don't need my advice, God only knows. I'm sure Canada loves you like we do. I'm sure you'll never falter. I'm sure you won't make the same mistakes I made. But if you do, please remember, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. We need a girl like you down in Austin. Whitney Rose, don't give up.
This is a new song. I wrote this last week, and this is my second time playing it.
Awesome.
For a crowd. It's called Home. It's about missing home, missing my grandparents' house. They live in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, just by Fox Lake, and they're like close. This is about missing them. I miss the fields, I miss your songs. I miss the old days and feeling young. Drinking spotted gown, feeling drunk off wine in a fairy garden with a setting sun. Wanna come home. Chasing dreams down the west coast, with fear running down our backbones. We close our eyes just to see a storm. Wanna come home, come home, come home. It's so easy to feel stuck, and missing home never goes away. When life gets so hard to navigate, I want nothing more than to come home, come home, come home. Come home, come home, come home. A simple time in a simple place, with an old rag in a hidden space. Playing my guitar on the porch. Do you remember singing Country Roads? It's so easy to feel stuck, and missing home never goes away. When life gets so hard to navigate, I want nothing more than to come home, come home, come home. Come home, come home, come home. meant to get yet. Thanks.
That's great. I'm gonna play a love song on my new album here. I have vinyl too, if anyone's got a turntable. A couple different things out on vinyl. So, but this new one's only on CD and digital. But this is called "How Do I."
Tell you how I feel. How do I show you that it's real? How do I thank you for standing right by me? How do I love you the way that you ought to be loved? How do I know that this is it? The only one that ever fit. How do I keep it from simply imploding? How do I keep all that's good from eroding? I wanna give you everything, and I know you can't wait around. I know you've been wronged, I know love can sting, and I don't wanna let you down. I know that actions speak louder than words, and I know we've been here before. 'Cause I'm a bit scared of how much you can hate, but I know I feel this to the core, to the core. How do I tell you what I feel? How do I show you I'm sincere? How do I say it? Sum it up neatly. How do I tell you I love you completely? I wanna make you happy and free, and I wanna ease all of your pain. I know sometimes that a guy like me is enough to drive anyone insane. Backwards and forwards, we've gone alright, together and then apart. Know it's a lie, with all that I got, I'm gonna love you with all my heart, all of my heart. Thanks.
I have a newest song came out in the past year that has a nice music video that features a rescue horse. Somehow when I get into like escapism fantasies, I always am riding off on a horse. When I was a kid, that some people in my family had horses, and I got to ride when I was little, so I'm sure that's what it is. The song is called Horse That Jumped the Fence, and you can look it up on YouTube, Horse That Jumped the Fence, Courtney Husband. I'll take everything you gave me and go like a horse that jumps a fence. I'm just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along. the sun. Sleep when the evening overtakes me. Beauty all around, the sweet earth beneath my feet. Taste of freedom in the air, freedom everywhere. You taught me so well, and I owe so much to you. But there's something that I still need to do. I'll take everything you gave me and go. Like a horse that jumps and faints. I'm just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along without someone else making it easy on me. We both see it clearly someday, but for now let's suffice to say I'll take the lessons I learned and I'll be on my way. You're a part of me forever, and you'll always be my favorite. But you can't be my savior after everything we've done together. I'll take everything you gave me and go. Like a horse that jumps and faints. I'm just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along without someone else making it easy on me. I'll take everything we learned together. I know this love of ours will last forever, but I need to test myself and see just how fast and far I can run free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. Like a horse that jumps and faints. Just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along without someone else singing my song with me.
I think I'm gonna do a love song because you inspired me, and I'm like, I got a love song.
Right on.
Now, I don't have human kids, but I do have 3 cats. I live with 5. And
Cat lady.
well, that works because that's also my name. But this is called Muted Colors.
All right.
Well, thank you. We're
Thanks.
gonna, a couple of quick announcements, and then we'll have each of our songwriters do like 3 more each. Is that all right? Okay, 1 more each.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't pay that well, but actually we do pay well. So first of all, we're going to acknowledge the Hallberg Family Foundation supports the musicians each month. So with a big thank you to the Hallberg Family Foundation. Well, again, thank you all to our volunteers. We have a show going on now, and we would like to acknowledge the sponsor of this show is Maple Tree Pediatric Children's Dentistry, and they are supporting this show, which happens to be, if you haven't seen it all, this is all for it's called the Ranger Art Review. It's all high school and middle school kids from Forest Lake. But thank you to those folks. Thank you to all the volunteers who make this happen. Jack with Chisago Lakes Public TV, Caleb helping out with doing our sound. So thank you for that, and thank you to all of you for coming out for live music tonight. And lastly, thanks again for these performers. My gosh, I can't believe we have this talent up here. So thank you. So I'll let you each take a song and close us out.
Great.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Breeze.
All right.
Thanks, Breeze.
So I'm gonna do a really upbeat song with sad lyrics, kind of. Set each other free. Guess we're back in this place again. I still wanted to be your friend. It's never lining up perfectly. How we gonna set each other free? How we gonna set each other free? I don't know what is the way ahead. Let's go back to the things we said. Don't feel like any way to be. How we gonna set each other free? How we gonna set each other free? It's so bad 'cause I can't fulfill all your dreams. I'm the bitter bit. Let it swallow and it's hard to breathe. Wish I knew how we should proceed. Wish I knew how we should proceed. Mornings come and the evenings go. Wish I knew where the happy ones go. Never quite where I'm supposed to be. If you want me, you can try to be. If you want me, you can try to be. It's a lot to be eating out, working only with the shadow down. Guess we gotta take it by degrees if we wanna put our minds at ease. If we wanna put our minds at ease. Maybe we can make it good, we can make it good. Maybe the road up and bend. Never felt this good, I guess that's why I'm scared. Maybe it doesn't have to end. Guess we're back in this place again. We can only do what we can. What we can, whatever's meant to be. Maybe we can set each other free. Maybe we can set each other free. Thank you.
Okay, here's a song that this will be my last song, right? Too. So I'll leave you with this song that I wrote for my birthday for myself, so that I could sing a song like this when I'm in this sort of a frame of mind. not sure how to break this to you, but he's never gonna change. It's not worth driving yourself insane. 60 years is a long time, baby. We were 40 when you said that. Cut me like a lightning bolt, zigzag to my core. And I ain't no holy roller, but I'm your best dream coming true. Nothing on my own, so I believed in you. I am a hurricane, I am a wildfire, I'm a seismic shift that'll keep you up for days. Don't look so amazed. I'm not me, I'm I'm not sure how to break this to you, but I'm not leaving without a fight. I gave you my soul, so I have to make this right. 60 years is a long time, baby. We ain't had the same kind of life. I got that zigzag scar down my middle like a knife. And I ain't no holy roller, but I believe in the Holy Ghost. What started as a daydream has haunted me the most. I am a hurricane, I am a wildfire, I'm a seismic shift that'll keep you up for days. Don't look so afraid. I'm not me, I'm I'm not sure how to break this to you, but I think I'm turning wild. I haven't felt this powerful since I was a child. 60 years is forever, baby. You said that yourself. You just about gave up. Put your heart up on a shelf. And I ain't no holy roller, and I'm no homecoming queen, but I'm prettier now than I was at 17. It's hard to smile when your heart is black as coal. I had so much love inside of me, but no place for it to go. I am our memories, I am the love you need, I am your one true companion, but now I'm finally free. I am a hurricane, I'm a wildfire, I'm a seismic shift that'll keep you up for days. Don't look so amazed. I am the sunshine, I am the old maple tree, I'm the silence that dwells in between you and me. I am the river rocks, I am the snowy ground, I am the water rushing, I'm the peace that I have found. And I'm finally free. I'm not you, I'm me. I'm not you, I'm me.
Wow. Those are cool songs. I'm gonna do an upbeat one too. Because I think we're doing upbeat stuff. This was called Hard to Love You.